Evaluation for the week of the 13th of May 2019. This week I've made strong progress in practical skills, research, planning and production and problem solving. Although I feel I'm not on track with my plan, I've made strong progress in planning certain elements of the project, such as making improvements from the last evaluations. Context. The first thing that went well this week was the research on how to use Black Video. So, I did some research this week on how to use Black Video, and I did this all when I edited the disability meeting together. This was effective to the project as I managed to edit Black Video into my project and add titles in about who edited the documentary and who produced it, which was me, for the Disability Conference in Stroud. And I also managed at the end to display with the Black Video and white text where you can actually go to the disability meeting to actually be a part of it. Also, I will extend my inquiry from this research by adding in Black Video and white text to talk about the statistics from the disability survey. So, also, the connotation of black says to the audience that there is about to be a new section, or there is a new section occurring, and it makes them more focused when they are watching the actual product. Redoing my final shots of scene 2. This went well and was effective as I managed to get a closer shot of my face. This would draw a personal connection with the audience and make them feel more involved. Chloe's interview. I feel this context will be effective to the project as she gives 2 relevant examples about achieving with a disability. One is how she learned how to walk after having an operation, which involved having to have her bones broken and reset, and the other is where she talks about what she wants to achieve in her life and about having a good career, which relates to my documentary about achieving with a disability, and she's talking about what she has achieved in the past and also what she wants to achieve, so it's giving a good positive outlook when people are actually watching the actual product. Research. So, I looked up about how to save with Premiere Pro. So, researching about how to save with Premiere Pro allowed me to learn to refresh myself on a method about how to save the video in the right format and the right quality. This will be useful because when I export the product, I want it to be in a really good high quality in H.264, I do, and also MP4. So when someone is watching it, it doesn't look blurry on the actual video. Practical skills. Redoing Chloe's interview. So, when I recorded Chloe's interview, I used a microphone. This was effective as it allowed me to capture her voice clearly. I used 2 cameras to film her interview, which allowed me to capture different angles. So if she had said something I didn't want in the interview, this would prevent a jump cut occurring. I used a tripod to stop the camera from shaking, and I also used the studio desk to adjust the levels and record the interview. Problem solving. So, this is something that didn't go quite so well in the project, and this is due to me being held up at home. I didn't know if I was going to be able to go up to college that day to complete Chloe's interview. However, I resolved this problem by getting a taxi company to take me up to college and actually getting them to actually give me an invoice. I did, so I managed to get up to college to record Chloe's interview. Also, something that didn't go well was I had my text scattered all over the place about in Wix. As I have very good content, I need to put all my context on my context page in groups to make it easier for anyone to navigate. And the last problem I had this week was not being able to have my headphones to basically edit the actual production. To resolve this problem in the future, I will need to bring my own headphones when I need to edit. Then I won't have the issue of having no headphones, and this won't slow me down when I am editing. So, what do I have to do for the week of the 20th of May? Evaluate all evaluations and say why they have gone well and what could be improved. Create a treatment and a future treatment for Judy's, Matthew's, Chloe's and David's interviews, create a more detailed treatment throughout the documentary, interview David on how he got his disability, record my voiceovers again for my documentary, write a script for the Disability Forum and Intrude, start editing the documentary. If I have time, redo some of my evaluations with me speaking more concisely